30 Rockers, and welcome back to 30 Rock. Today is day 110, and it's been a great day of eating living food, and was managed to get in a little bit of exercise today in the form of 9 holes of golf after work, and feel good. My body just continues to feel better and better each day. And in the past, I've shared with you that I don't typically see a physician, and with my recent health issues, I decided to go and see one, and it looks like, based on what he initially said and what I know right now, there probably is some nerve root damage. And I've got this MRI scheduled, and normally I might just say, I'm just not going to go do it. I can see that things are mending. And if there's anything that I've learned in the last 110 days, it is to listen to your body and then to follow through. And so I'm not going to do what I would have done in the past. I still want to run that stress echo as well. And so I'm going to go ahead and still do those things because while I do definitely feel like I'm on the mend, I want to make sure that there isn't some underlying issue. And if there is, to see what there is that we can do about that. And I'm going to look for natural and holistic means to be able to take care of whatever it is, but I want to use some of that technology to see if there's something that they can show me that my body, that I can't translate what my body's telling me other than you should probably be seen. So I was really bummed out, and I meant to share this with you yesterday. Yesterday we had a photo shoot down at Pure Market Express, and I love photo shoots just like I love classes and tastings because I always get fed great. And I was running late. I had another meeting, and so I got there and at the very tail end. And the great thing about, of course, a photo shoot is something's got to happen with all that food, right? And so it was already pretty well picked over, but I got there at the end, so I took one shot to share with you. And then today, I was a little bit pressed for time around lunchtime, and we had some great spring mix, and I had some great tomatoes, and I whipped up this quick salad. And typically I would dress something like this with oil and with salt and pepper and garlic and a few other spices. And today I was like, yeah, that's kind of good, but I want something different. And I had some ground mustard, and I threw that into the mix as well, and it was just like a whole different experience. And one of the great things about, especially I think with raw foods, you can do it with any kind of food, but Rebecca is always talking about, play with your food. What you liked yesterday might be different today, and it could be different again tomorrow. And just the freshness and the naturalness. Unfortunately, the picture I took was before I dressed it because I wasn't sure what I was going to do yet. But it was just absolutely fantastic. Last thing I want to talk about real briefly is just the whole idea of when you're trying to follow a plan. For me, it's obviously trying to do the raw food lifestyle, have added in exercise, and want to get healthy and vibrant and really just feel good and reach that optimum health. And there's times when you don't follow that path, and you're not you're on that detour. And I think that one of the things that I have found, as I've certainly taken detours on this journey, is that my desire to get back to what got me to this point is so strong. And so if you're out there and you're thinking, I don't know if raw foods are for me, or you're thinking, well, it's just like any other diet. I mean, it's restrictive and it's this and it's that. Your body knows what it needs, and it's going to call out for it, but it needs to know its name. And so if you haven't been feeding it great, they can't really know its name necessarily. And so I would just encourage you to give it a try, because I know for me that even when I get off the path a little bit, my body screams at me so loud and shows me what it is that I should be eating and drinking. And when I do that, I feel great. I don't feel deprived. I don't feel like I'm missing out on things. And certainly as I first started making the transition, I felt that. But I haven't made any choices recently when I backslid a little bit that were because I felt deprived. They were made out of convenience. They were made out of having other feelings about foods or whatever. It wasn't out of that, I just have to have this or I'm going to die. And I certainly have dieted before, and I've had those feelings. And so I really encourage you to give it a try, because I know so many people that have had struggles as well with their weight and with their health, and that have gone to a raw foods lifestyle. It's nobody's perfect, and people have all sorts of different stories out there. But the one thing that seems to be a common thread is those that try it even if they have failures during it, and I wouldn't even call them failures. I'd call them detours. They want to get back to it, and it doesn't take long of getting back to it to really just start feeling the results and feeling good again. And once you have that on your side, it's easy to, again, to just stick with it. And as I've shared with you before, raw foods for me isn't a religion, it's a lifestyle, and that might mean that I'm going to have some things that aren't raw from time to time. That's okay, but I need the majority of my foods to be raw, to be living. And right now, having, just 4 days ago, I think it was, or maybe it's 3, just getting back 100% onto the wagon, I just feel great again in 3 days, and I know what my body's craving, and therefore I know what I'm going to feed it. So if you haven't tried it, you really should. If you're stuck right now, make yourself some juice, make a salad, start simple, and remember what it's like to feel good again. So until tomorrow, keep making great choices out there, and rock on.